A growing number of human trafficking networks in Southeast Asia are reportedly using Christian missionary identities and pilgrim disguises to lure, exploit, and traffic vulnerable individuals, according to recent investigations by anti-trafficking organizations and local churches. Many faith leaders are calling a grievous misuse of gospel. Traffickers are exploiting the trust associated with Christian missions and humanitarian efforts to carry out heinous acts that betray the teachings of Christ. Reports indicate that traffickers have infiltrated border communities, refugee settlements, and impoverished villages across countries such as Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, and Philippines. Under the guise of Christian missionaries of pilgrims, they offer false promises of spiritual refuge, education, employment, or medical assistance only to abduct or coerce individuals into forced labor or the sex trade. Reverend Daniel Reyes, a Baptist pastor in Manila, expressed deep sorrow over the revelations. This is not just a crime against humanity, it is spiritual blasphemy. To use the name of Jesus Christ, who came to set the captives free, as a tool of bondage is unconscionable. In northern Thailand, a 17-year-old girl was reportedly taken from her village by individuals claimed to be missionaries from a foreign Christian organization. Her family, devout Christians themselves, trusted the group, believing their daughter was being taken to Bible school. Weeks later, she was rescued from a brothel in Bangkok. Similar incidents have surfaced in Cambodia and Myanmar, where religious gatherings have become hunting grounds for traffickers. Investigators say traffickers have learned to mimic Christian language and practices, including worship services and distribution of Bibles, to gain the trust of communities and conceal their real intentions. Christian organizations across the region are condemning the deception. The Evangelical Fellowship of Southeast Asia issued a joint statement declaring those who pervert the mission of Christ for evil will face not only earthly justice but divine wrath. The church must rise to protect the vulnerable and expose the darkness. Churches are now working in partnership with anti-trafficking NGOs and law enforcement to implement safeguards in missionary operations, including tighter background checks for volunteers, verification of credentials, and community education on how to spot imposters. Christian leaders are also urging believers not to allow these events to harden hearts or cast doubt on genuine missions. The enemy seeks to sow distress and confusion, said Sister Mary Grace Nugent, a Catholic nun working with trafficking survivors in Vietnam. But the true church will shine brighter in the dark times. The Christian community is called to act not with fear, but with faithful discernment. Churches are being encouraged to provide trauma-informed care for survivors and to be places of refuge, healing, and justice. International Desk, sgnews.